mindfulness. Ayan tayo. So, Emotional Intelligence 101, guys. Isa ito sa mga importanteng maintindihan natin, the mindfulness is. Because mindfulness is something that's as research-based. Isa sa mga effective way to heal from past trauma, from anxiety, from depression and stuff. Kasi whenever we are in an intense feeling, nakafocus yung attention natin sa pain or sa depression or sa anxiety. But if we are mindful, nakikita natin bawat anggulo ng life natin. And nakikita natin na, oh sige, nag-aaway kami ng asawa ko ngayon. But then, maayos naman yung health namin. May nakikita mo yung good and bad. So that's one positive ng mindfulness. Right? And one way to be mindful talaga is to breathe. So if you inhale today and exhale and observe it, put your attention sa breathing. That's one way to combat anxiety and panic attack. If you focus your attention not on the thoughts, but on the breathing. So, lilipat lang natin yung attention from anxiety to breathing. And as we breathe, we also remember na this breath is the very breath of God. So, He gave it to us and He can also take it away. Ang trauma po kasi is any disturbing experience that result in significant fear, helplessness and dissociation, confusion, and other disruptive feelings. Intense enough to have long-lasting negative effect on a person. Attitude, behavior, and other aspects of functioning. Traumatic events include those that caused by human behavior or by the nature, and often challenge an individual's view of the world as just safe and predictable place. So in layman's term po, no, kapag ang stimulus natin mas mataas kaysa our capacity to handle it, nagkakaroon po tayo ng trauma. So kuwari kagigising mo lang, tapos bigla ka sinigawan ng nanay mo, ganun. Or kagigising mo lang, nakita mo may nasusunog, ganun. Pag hindi ka ready sa sobrang intense na stimuli, your body will, ma-overwhelm siya. And if you continuously experience this, pwede kang magkaroon ng CPTSD and trauma kasi yung katawan mo is always subjected to too much stimuli, too much feelings, ganyan, or too much threat. Yan. So, malalaman mo na may trauma ka kapag may long-lasting negative effect on a person's attitude, behavior, and other aspects of function. Kapag hindi ka na maka-function sa ibang area ng iyong life, ayan na siya, nagkaroon ka ng trauma. So, ang trauma po, no? Ayan. So, ang trauma po, ang suppressed emotions natin, wala siyang concept of time. So, for example, nag-separate yung parents mo 2001, and pero hindi mo siya na-process. Tapos, nagkaroon kayo ng away ng parents mo 2005. So, hindi mo rin siya na-process, na-suppress siya sa ating feeling sa loob. Andyan lang siya, naka-record lang siya sa katawan natin. It's recorded in our bodies. And pag na-trigger siya, kung may sumigaw sa'yo at 2025, o may nakita kang naghiwalay na parents at 2025, pwede kang bumalik. Pwedeng bumalik lahat ng feelings dito. Bumalik sa 2025. So, tapos na yung separation ng parents mo, tapos na yung away yun ng nanay mo, but then naalala mo siya sa 2025. Kaya, kuwari nakaaway mo yung boss mo na babae sa 2025. Pwedeng sobrang OA yung pwedeng maging feeling mo. At sobrang OA yung response. Ayan, nandiyan na sila. Hi, Ren. Ayan. So, ang very important po, no, na we know how to be mindful. So, being aware of one's internal states and surrounding. Na, I usually tell myself na pag nagpapanik ako, Desa, hindi ka pa mamamatay. Ano lang to, masakit lang yung ulo mo. Ganun. Or di kaya, um, ito lang yung nangyayari ngayon. For example, no, kuwari, may sumisigaw. Kasi I grew up na marami talagang sumisigaw sa paligid, yan, marami nag-aaway, ganyan. So kapag may mga nag-aaway na tao, natutrauma ako. So I have to remind myself na desa, tapos na yung past, hindi ka na bata. You can you can defend yourself this time, hindi na to yung gaya ng dati. So um, we can be mindful of the present moment instead na mag-overwhelm yung katawan with the past memories. Nandito tayo ngayon sa present. And ang present moment, hindi naman talaga ako inaaway nung sumisigaw. Sumisigaw lang siya. Pero in my mind, nagkakagulo. In my mind, nag-aaway yung parents ko. Yung ganun. Hindi, yung mind ko nasa 1995, pero nasa 2025 na. So, nag-respond yung katawan ko sa past, which is not, hindi naman yun nangyayari. So one way to combat that is to breathe. So this is one of the best basic mindfulness practice no, is breathing. Huminga po tayo. Breathe and breathe. So again, one way to, if you're going through anxiety, depression, and stuff, huminga lang po tayo and then pray. But the more kasi na may oxygen din sa physically sa brain natin and sa katawan, the more na makakapag-process po tayo ng feelings. Ayan. So yun po ang ating short na mental health education today. Ayan. Yeah, thank you, Renee. Yes. Oo, para ma-share ko rin yung mga, ma-share ko din yung aking mga nalalaman sa mental health. Yan. So breathing. Yes, thank you, Sheila. So breathing will keep you grounded and breathing will remind you na the Lord is with you. Kasi yung breath na yan, yung breath na yan, that's His spirit. Di ba nung pinanganak si Adam, huminga ang Lord sa nostrils niya. So our breathing reminds us that the Lord is with us. Kasi that very breath, that's Him. That's a substance from the maker of life. So yung fact na may air na pumapasok sa iyong nostril, lumalabas sa lungs mo, that's a proof that the Lord is with you. You're not alone. And the Lord will take care kung ano man po yung ating concern. Ayan. So yung verse po na ating pag-aaralan today is si Ezekiel. There's sa mga pinaka-favorite kong verses. Ang verse na to is about breathing on dead bones. So mamaya rin po as we reflect, let's ask God if meron pa mga dead places in our hearts or meron pa mga trauma in the past na hindi pa nahihingahan ng Lord sa ating buhay. And we'll be praying that after this. And so, be sharing na po the verse. So, I hope you're learning. If you have questions, natin later. Discuss natin. Share ko lang ating verse. Lang natin later. So, to everyone who watched the Zoom on replay and kay Kuya Ted, hello Kuya Ted for the heart. Thank you po for listening. I hope na we continue to put value, pay attention to the reading of the word and engaging our hearts, our affection to the word of God. So thank you po and see you next week.